It's true, the Harris interview did feel like a very special episode of Oprah, but instead of everybody getting a new car, everybody got an aneurysm.
Joe Rogan is calling out Oprah and Michelle Obama for hypocritical speeches at the DNC. Watch.
She's up there talking about income inequality. Like, hey, lady.
Yeah, I know.
You're rich as Like, how is that equal? And also, when Michelle Obama was saying, you know, I think she was saying her mother or grandmother was always suspicious of people who took more than they needed.
Yes.
Like, you are worth so much money.
Take more than they need. The Obamas have 4 mansions.
I mean,
Greg Gutfeld and Joe Rogan didn't just roast Oprah, they detonated the brand. With sarcasm like shrapnel, they tore through the glitter and found the grit. The charm. Vaporized. The empire. Questioned. The aura. Gone like yesterday's book club pick. This wasn't just comedy, it was a cultural audit. Oprah didn't see it coming, and now the myth is bleeding out in front of a live audience.
She also brought us Dr. Oz and The Secret. We have to remember what this lady has done.
She has to be held accountable.
I forgive her, but I mean, cut the shit. The Secret is a particularly egregious offense.
What, you don't believe? I want to be rich. I am rich.
I imagine myself flying. I can fly. I will beat my wings until I take off.
Greg Gutfeld didn't walk in with jokes, he came with scalpels. Oprah was just the latest glossy page in his binder of blowtorched icons. And when he aimed at the empire she built on stage sincerity, he didn't miss. Not a beam, not a brick, not even the throw pillows.
List of favorite things, and as usual, there are lots of expensive stuff. $1,000 pizza oven, $590 drip coffee maker, $80 of luxury salt. Sadly, no proposal from Stedman. Kat, do you think she went over this first to make sure it wasn't too extravagant?
What's up?
Yeah.
It was one of the more I want to say disturbing, but it was confusing when that was taking hold of people. When I had friends that were telling me that The Secret is real, and that they imagined they were going to fulfill these childhood dreams they had about whatever, being a fucking astronaut, whatever it would be. There's a couple people that I knew that were trying to tell me that The Secret was going to be the thing. They had a vision board and they had photographs, they put pictures up of the things that they wanted, like them in front of large crowds and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy.
What started as a quick jab turned into a full-scale demolition. Greg made a hard left straight into Oprah's empire and hit the gas. This wasn't a roast. This was a televised exorcism of the myth. And Greg, he brought the bulldozer and left the brakes at home.
Oprah is actually suggesting that I think you're like, what do you say? Like, it made me think of you. You're probably not going to be alive much longer. Merry Christmas. Oprah, if she did go over this, she is a sick.
Yeah.
First target, the myth. The Oprah aura, built on giveaways, soft focus trauma, and sacred branding. Greg traced her rise from every woman to billionaire oracle. And then he torched it like it was made of Oprah's favorite scented candles.
Did you see the Oprah interview?
No.
She's off the rails.
Yeah,
Off the rails.
I heard about it.
Into fucking wine mom country again.
Wow.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun. I know that. If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes, I hear that.
Tim Dillon is the best. Tim Dillon's like, she's saying gypsy curses. What is she saying?
Greg called out the illusion of humility. How a woman who sold relatable ended up running a wellness empire from a palace with an avocado farm. Because nothing says just like you like cashmere couches and motivational quotes silkscreened on napkins.
You got cheese, you got pizza.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Yes.
I treat this like the list I get from my kids. They send me emails because they know when I laugh in their face, it hurts. Anyone who wants a $1,000 pizza oven, you're gonna get what Cat picked out. Like, that's the greatest gift you can give somebody because you can't return it. Because returning it, you think you're immortal? You think you're better than us? Like, get your affairs in order. That's the great, you stole the show. They wanted me to talk about a dog towel. That is pow. Great job. That's the best gift ever. And Oprah has never read this, just like I don't read the list for my kids.
Then came the power trip. Oprah, the final word on everything: faith, food, feelings, furniture. Greg dubbed it influence inflation. If Oprah said clouds were fake, people would sell their umbrellas. And her celebrity inner circle. A parade of holograms worshipping authenticity while selling bath salts.
Bro, you remember the time Oprah had that lady on, his face bit off by the chimp?
Stay there.
And she showed her face on TV?
Oh, yeah.
Miraculously, she survived just the unimaginable. Her name is Charla Nash. Charla almost always covers her face with the hat and scarf. She wears it, she says, because she doesn't want to scare people.
The lady was wearing a veil over her face, like, let's see your face, come on. She pulls the veil away.
Like a Nope?
What are you doing?
Would you mind lifting the veil? Oh, no, you won't. So we can see. You could take the hat off. Oh, the hat comes off. Yep. Okay. All right.
Joe Rogan kicked down the stained glass doors. He mocked the way people talk about Oprah like she cured disease and parted oceans. She didn't invent empathy, he said. She Monetized it. Joe shredded the pseudoscience, the wellness scams, the perfectly branded vulnerability. She wasn't a guru. She was the QVC messiah.
You know, Michael, your list contains a can of beans, a used blanket, and a pillow found in a garbage can.
Yes, and a stick with a bandana full of my belongings.
Yes.
That's all I want.
That's all you want.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked at this list, and you know what wasn't on there?
Together, they did what no one dared. They broke the spell. Because roasting Oprah isn't like roasting a celebrity. It's like tagging Mount Rushmore with a meme. But Greg and Joe, they don't do reverence. They do reality. Some people clapped. Others cried. But nobody looked at Oprah the same.
But Oprah sold it. I mean, she was one of the big ones, man. And she was fucking 50 years old at the time. I mean, this is not a young woman who is selling this. How old is Oprah now? 75. No, she just ran a marathon in 4 hours.
They exposed the machine. Cry on cue, sell tissues, recommend the book, feature the author. Greg and Joe weren't angry. They were just done pretending the performance was sacred. Their message: even billionaires wrapped in kindness still cash the checks. This wasn't mean. It was necessary.
Shortly after the Oscars, a 3.9 magnitude earthquake rocked LA. The tremors were so powerful, Oprah's ass is still moving. Why would you laugh at that? That's fat shamers.
Whether Oprah fires back or floats above it, the script has changed. And just when the buzz started fading, Joe added more fuel. If Oprah likes broccoli on Tuesday, he joked, it'll be sold out nationwide by Wednesday. Her influence isn't just strong, it's a national weather system.
Right, which appears to be what Oprah's doing for Maui. It seems like she and The Rock just did that one video, and like, really, the people of Maui, they got screwed.
I anticipate a letter to the show saying, The Rock donated $20 trillion to the fund, and then you're gonna have to apologize.
Oh, I will say I'm sorry immediately. It's like this thing in Maui happened, and then like
still talking about
I am, because everyone just quickly moved on.
No, that's a good point too. That is a good point. It is a story that kind of like just faded.
So basically, what you're hoping is at least she would have left them a teaching.
Yeah.
Right?
Ashley, save this segment.
I can't.
If Oprah sneezed on a tree, half the country would plant forests. Joe's point: it's not that her advice is bad, it's that no one questions it. That's not inspiration. It's soft dictatorship in a cardigan. Meanwhile, Greg kept swinging. Childhood trauma. Marketed. Weight loss. Packaged. Marriage struggles. Monetized. He even joked she could interview a goldfish and sell an inspirational fishbowl by Dr. Phil. And he's not wrong. Joe closed it out by torching the myth that Oprah can't be questioned. Their goal wasn't to destroy her, just a reminder she built the pedestal and never stepped off. And honestly, that roast was long overdue.